absurd seems completely sane.
If you know this song, you know who it's dedicated to. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I hope you can hear over the music because I'm not gonna lower it. Alright, so as of October 30th, 2015, I'm right and all the shorters are wrong. If there's anybody that knows... Alright, it is kind of a little loud. Hold on a second. The reason I'm playing this is that the market is on cruise control, people. We've had the correction, the shorts had their opportunity to cover, and the reason that the market's not going up, or down, I'm sorry, is that, let's take, for example, I'm short, right? I'm waiting to cover because I can't believe, right? I'm still believing that the August lows need to be tested, right? I'm looking for this market to correct the correction that just got corrected. If it's going to correct, it's going to have to correct, right? So every pause that the market does, I'm adding to that short position, waiting for it to pull back. Just like you're buying a shitty stock on the way down. By the way, speaking of shitty stocks, even Solar City finally bounced. US Steel, Alcoa, I mean, this market's awesome. So I'm waiting for a market to pull back so I can get out of my shorts. So when does the market cooperate? Never. You don't feel comfortable buying stocks right now because you feel like you've missed the boat. The shorters are just waiting for it to pull back so they can cover their shorts. So everybody's in a sense waiting to buy. That's why we can't go down. But more importantly is the first two things I saw today was an article written about because October was such a great month, we should expect November to be a disaster. A disaster. One guy at least said, now that October is was so good, you can expect the Santa Claus rally not to materialize, and we might have a slow market going into the end of the year, to the downside, to consolidate this move. Until you stop seeing those articles, the market's going to go higher. You realize that people don't think it's safe to get back into the market yet, because they're still thinking of a flash crash, correction. There's nothing more important to a bull market than shorts getting trapped and the idea that you're missing the boat. You hear the boat's left. I mean, the boat, when we were brave enough to be buying the day of the flash crash, yeah, we got smoked there for a while, but then it came back and, you know, we had the Qs at 95 and 96, and then obviously the 102 calls and then the 109 calls for November. And, you know, we sold out of them, made some money. But we're still long and strong the January 2017 115 calls on the Qs. We were buying them for 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not exact prices, but 3, 4, 5, 6. And at 6, I stopped buying them. I think these are going to be a $25 trade. So the 115s would be 125, 135, about 140. So I think I'm going to be able to sell these for $25. 400 and some odd days ago from here. Now, let's talk sanity. As a bear, I'm still waiting for the next shoe to drop. Obviously, we've got geopolitical risk. We've got 3 million reasons why the market should go down. We need to correct the correction that's been corrected. I mean, we never go down. And this is incredible. We're in that market where it's impossible to buy because you're always going to be buying at the highs. You don't feel comfortable. The market doesn't want to pull back because there's always a buyer there. So the only thing you can do right now, first of all, don't short stocks. I want to make another point to you also. If you watch the market like we do pretty much all day, right? And you see a stock drifting lower, right? And it's an hour. It takes, let's say it's a $20 stock, and in over an hour, it takes an hour for the stock to pull back 20 cents. And then in about 2-3 minutes, those 20 cents are right back to where they came from. That's an indication of strength of the market. Until that stops, this is a bull market. Or lest you forgot that bull market hasn't stopped. We didn't stop. Corrections happen in a bull market. This is a bull market that's only going to go higher. Because, first of all, I know it's scary that the whole entire market's controlled by 6 or 7 stocks right now, right? But those 6 or 7 stocks are not going down. Bull market. When you stop seeing articles written about how much we should be afraid of the market, that's when you should be afraid. I'm telling you, it's gonna work out just like that. But more importantly, you want to know when to sell, right? I could say never, but here's when I'm going to be looking to sell. First of all, we have the QQQ, so a lot of guys, you want to know exact prices. I'm using today's low print, 113.64 for a stop of 50% of my position. Then, $103.25 right under that for another 10%. But then after that, I don't want to sell. I want to take some off the table if we start pulling back soon, like tomorrow or Monday. Basically, man, U.S. Steel just going nuts. Basically, it's another about 80 cents below that, 120.80, that area. If that breaks, maybe we'll have a sell-off that lasts more than a half an hour. We haven't had a sell-off that's lasted more than a half an hour, it seems like, I don't know, for a month and a half. I mean, we're going, everything's going. Rigged, I mean, all the shit's moving. Solar City, we're in the Solar City right now, we're looking for it to get back to VWAP. No matter how shitty your stock is, as soon as it stops going down, look for it to retrace to VWAP, because we're in a bull market. Even the shitty stocks, your Steels and your Solar Cities and your Alcoas and your Joy Globals, it's all the same thing. They pull back, what takes 20 minutes gets rectified in 30 seconds. How do you want to short a market like that? Or get out? So there's two things you could do. Buy and hold, and just put stops on them for your swing trades, or play some reversals intraday. We had one today. Woo, one. By the way, guys, there's your 29.53. I guaranteed you a trade in Solar City. There you go. 29.53 just got tagged. We're selling 29.50 right here. Just sold it. 29.50. There it is. 29.53 VWAP. Come on, guys. I mean, it's a sick thing. It's a sick thing. We bought Solar City when it broke the deviation band. It held that 28, low 28, and then 28.68 was your deviation band. Generally, when they break the upper deviation band, they gravitate towards the 1 minute VWAP. 29.53. I offered out at 29.50. This market's going to go higher and higher and higher because, trust me, listen, oh, don't trust me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just, it's staring you in the face. I'm just doing what the market's telling me to do. The market, it can pull back for a day, and that every day it pulls back, it's 8 more days of up. We're in a bull market. You have to accept it. You missed the bottom, you missed the boat, you missed the easy entries. Now you're going to have to chase. But guess what? The bull market's going to keep on going higher anyway. The QQQ can't get to 143 without breaking 114.10. So I know you feel like I ain't buying the Qs here. They just rallied 20 points. So what? That's 20 points of bullshit. You got V bottom, we're back now. So everybody that wanted to buy, that didn't buy, now they're looking to buy. It feeds on itself because every time the market pauses, the shorts get encouraged that maybe this is the top. There is no top. There is no top. There is no spoon. This is all. Once you accept that it's all bullshit and that you just have to ride whatever wave's happening at the time, then it's easier. Stop trying to guess. Try to figure out why. There is no why. It is. It is because it is. It's going up because it's going up. My explanation is that the government took it over, and I was trying to make this explanation to you last time. why I mean, it's ridiculous now. We got $17 stocks moving up in point increments. Until the UVXY has 3 up days in a row, I'm still feeling bullish. Until the QQQ breaks down under one level that I've put on. If I get stopped out of one time, maybe I'll change my tune. But the point I was trying to make in a later video, and because I have OCD and ADD and all those things, and I jump around from topic to topic, I was saying to you guys about the baby boomers, and when you're starting to be forced to take redemptions out of your account, right? So I believe that the government knows that if there's going to be a huge exodus of money out of the market because of forced redemptions, they want to take the market up as far as they possibly can to withstand the redemptions that are inevitably going to come. That's why I'm thinking Dow 20,000, Dow 25,000, maybe even Dow 30,000, and then yeah, maybe we'll have that dreaded real bull bear market where we go down and we don't come back within a month or two. But it's not going to happen probably now. We still got some room to go to provide the cushion for the people that want to start cashing out over the next couple of years. And again, I believe this market is rallying till January 20th of 2017. That's the day. For you subscribers in my room, you know that what we've been positioning ourselves for. I appreciate everybody that's been signing up. I will get back to everybody maybe even this weekend. I don't know if you guys want me to call you over the weekend, but there's only one way to find my private lair right now. You have to call me or email me, and then I will call you back. You cannot come hang out with us unless you speak to me on the phone. That's the way it is right now. It's almost becoming we're a select few of a group of people, and I need to know what you want to do, how you want to proceed, because I don't want anybody coming in there, so give me a pick, give me a pick, give me a pick. If you're there, you're signing up for life, pretty much. You're gonna be my bitch. Here's the money, be my bitch. Let me be your bitch. Because right now, within 2 or 3 weeks, I've set one guy up where he never has to do a trade ever again, and he's good. I'm good for life. What he's done over the last couple of weeks, he's good for life. And I appreciate you also. Thank you for what you did. You know who I'm talking about. So, again, this market is unbelievable. You just wait for these VWAPs to be broke. By the way, how's that sell? How is that sell at 29.50? I mean, it hit 29.53 to the penny. Just be a robot. Solar City. I mean, I'm just doing what I've noticed works for 18 years. And now that I've got the VWAP, it helps me a little bit more because I was already using candlestick pattern recognition that I developed by using my cognitive resources. Wow, look at that. It's a big statement. But now when I plot VWAP over to what I was already doing a couple of years ago, I was like, hey, the VWAP's doing it for me. Why do I have to plot my own lines and draw all these, trends and trend lines and price levels? Now I don't have to do that because the VWAP's doing it for me. And that's pretty much what I got to say today. So, happy Halloween. Get out there. Also, guys, remember, it's going to be the holiday season. If you do become a member of the family, all that stuff I was going to sell on eBay, screw it, man. You guys want a busted up old iPhone that you could probably sell for $50? Maybe you want an iPhone 4. That still works. I'm getting a new phone next week, so I'm going to give away my iPhone 4. I got sneakers. Maybe your kids are into the LeBrons or the Jordans. My kid wears his sneakers for 2 weeks, and then he never wears them again. Boom, we're going to give them away. We're going to have trivia questions. We're going to have giveaways. I got prizes. I got so much stuff in my basement that I'm going to be giving away. Fishing poles. So whatever you're into, once you're a subscriber, you're part of the family, and I'll be dishing out the, dishing out the prizes. Soon we'll play Series 7 trivia. We'll be playing anything. Anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun. Pranking people on Fridays. We had a lot of fun. So, guys, if you're into U.S. Steel or the rig, Put stops on them right now, please, because these are monster moves. Anyway, so again, I make a lot of these videos talking about how we never go down, how we never go down, how we never go down. Inevitably, we will have a period where we go down and stay down. I don't think that time is coming over the next 460 days, 470 days, or how many days we got left. But when that day does come, guess what? Just because I'm saying right now that I believe the market's going to go higher over the next 470 days, I'm not going to sit here and watch the Qs break below my stop without getting stopped out. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I told these guys on the internet that we're never going to go down, so I'm just going to sit here and, screw it. I'm not going to take profits off the table. No, I'm just going to hang out. I'm just going to sit here like a dick, right? But right now, there's no reason to be selling anything. We're getting 20-cent pull. The Qs just rallied from 94 to 114, and it's difficult for it to pull back for 20 cents. We can't even get a 20-cent pullback that sticks. Right? I mean, what more do you need?
It's a sucker rally. They're just suckering the last guy in.
That could be. But you know what? Until it starts to go down, and I'm going to tell you how you're going to know. Market's going to gap up. We're going to break a new high, and then we're going to fail to close below that high, and we're going to close negative on that day. And then what happens the next day, which is important, the next day we have to fail to break a new high and break the previous day's low. Then maybe we'll have more than a 3-day sell-off again this year, this lifetime. But right now, I mean, what do we say about Netflix? Oh, Netflix. Oh, blah, blah, Netflix. Blah, blah, blah. Buy it. Buy it. Where's it going? Just like Chipotle and, I mean, any of these stocks. By the way, Solar City broke out. What? Man, what a move. What a move. Even Solar City, one of my most hated stocks, I'm buying it today. Because at 28.70, at 28.68, it gave us a good entry point. Listen, it's not like I'm telling you the future. I'm just looking at the charts just like you should be looking at the charts. And if you're looking at the chart that I'm looking at, you're seeing a market. And again, if you're watching the market, when I describe that moment, like what it takes 20 minutes to do on the downside is rectified in 10 seconds. How could you want to short anything? I know there's 5 or 6 stocks out there that just suck balls, but when you're talking about when you're talking about 5 or 10% of the market that's not good and 90%, why would you go looking for the 5 or 10% that sucks when you could just go with the flow and just buy stocks? Like freaking Lulu. Lulu! I'm like, oh, look, it's Lulu going green. I thought their numbers were bad. Nobody wants their aerobic pants. I don't give a shit. Buy it. Stock goes up, blasts off from VWAP. Next thing you know, you're up $400. We had Hog yesterday. Now, I don't normally give freebies on the internet, but I gave you that freebie on StockTwits. I don't usually I don't say I'm getting in at this level, look to sell here, right on StockTwits. I gave you that bad boy. It's Hog, for God's sakes. This is a bull market. You think Harley Davidson's going to stay down? USA, baby. You're shorting Hog? You're with the terrorists. You are a terrorist if you're shorting this market, because you probably got to know something, that something inevitably is badly going to happen. Because you got to be a terrorist at this point. You want to get in the way of this freight train. All right. Have a nice weekend. Be safe. Don't eat any razor blades in your apples. And we're gapping up on Monday. And the Qs will be at 115. And next thing you know, they're 116. And now they're 120. And then they'll be 143. I mean, it's coming. And if it doesn't, guess what? As a subscriber, you'll know when I'm selling exactly. I gave you some of those levels, so pay attention. Pay attention to those levels. Those are my levels. So if I come onto the video, right, and you saw the Qs down at 102.50, and I'm saying that, oh, I still got a full position on, and blah, 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 I'm lying to you. You know where I'm selling. All right. It's just crazy. I mean, U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel? Really? I missed U.S. Steel today. Damn.